Debel vagyok, és itt is lennénk egy újabb videóban, amiben ma ebben a játék ilyen videóval fogunk játszani. Már megint játszani. Szóval nézd, videót fogunk nézni. Gyerünk! Most ugye nem visszamentek, ott lehet látni 79 megtekintésen, 79 megtekintésen, azaz, jó. Vagyis nektek azt tetszett legjobban, ahol felvettek a tortákat, úgyhogy gondoltam, akkor nagyon vagyunk tortakész, tortakészítés, tudjátok készíteni a tortákat. Néztük meg a múltkor, kb. 2-3 héttel ezelőtt. Ugyan biztosnak egy hónapja. Egy hónapot beszélni. Meg jelen 4. hét. De egyébként milyen szuperül ki van dolgozva. Mármint a tortára gondolok. Nem is kész. Mindig szóval az a sok készített munka. Jó. Jöhet a következő. Ez már igazából 8 percet. Szóval 7 perc 59 másodperc, szóval 8 perces.
Today we are going to be making a roll of toilet paper into a cake. And it's going to be, let's zoom the camera in and start icing our cake. Alright, so we're just going to ice this cake like we would any other cake. We're going to put a blob of icing down, smooth it out nice and even, and then stack another layer on top, and then put on a nice thick crumb coat. So now that our cake is iced and cooled, you want to make sure that it's cool so you can touch it and no icing comes off. We're then going to start with our fondant, and don't let the word fondant scare you. This is going to be really simple work. You're just going to need some white fondant here, and I already rolled out some. We're going to place it right on top of the cake, smooth it out, and then you can take a knife or whatever you have, something really sharp, and we're just going to cut around the edge.
Hogyha akartok folytatni a torta készítést, vagy a másiknál nyomtok be egy csomó lájkot.
And I forgot to mention, sorry, that I put a little bit of water on the top so that the fondant sticks. So we're going to do the same thing to the sides. I'm going to do a little bit of water. So I have a cup of water here with a paintbrush. And we're just going to paint the sides of the cake with some water so our fondant sticks whenever we put it on. And now I'm going to roll out some more white fondant to put on the sides of the cake.
De nem fog beleférni, mivel ugye én csak 15 percet tudok, abban nem fér bele a 7 perc.
Alright, so once we have our fondant rolled out, we then want to get a tape measure and measure the side of the cake to see how tall it is, and then we will cut down the side of the fondant so it fits perfectly on the sides of the cake. Now that we have our fondant all rolled out and it is cut perfectly, we are then going to add some designs to our fondant so it looks like toilet paper. And I have a bunch of just like cookie presses here, so you can use whatever you have at home. If you only have like a heart cookie cutter, you can just put a bunch of hearts over it. All different toilet papers have all different types of designs. So you can do little lines, you can do whatever you want to make it look like toilet paper. So I have a butterfly here, I'm going to do a few butterflies.
Közben itt van a tukán.
And then I have a little flower here, I'm going to do some flowers.
Jó.
And then a little trick I have for you guys is we are going to take a serrated knife, and then about every 5 inches we are just going to do a little imprint with the serrated knife to make it look like the edge of where you ripped the piece of toilet paper off. And then we're going to roll this fondant up, and then we're just going to place it on the side of the cake and unroll it.
Nem olyan rég még volt egy nagy vihar is. Hatalmas. Nem lehetett látni semmit.
I'm just going to rip this off so it looks like we actually ripped the toilet paper. Alright, and then we're going to take a knife and make a bunch of swirls on the top so it looks like the top of a toilet paper. So just drag the knife around, and if you have a turning table that makes it a lot easier because you can just... And then I have some brown fondant rolled out here. I'm just going to take a circle cookie cutter, cut out a little bit of brown, and then put that right on top. So we're going to secure that with some more water. Just brush down some water. Put that right on top so it looks like the centerpiece of the toilet paper. And then I'm just going to go back around with my cookie cutters here, and I'm going to re-imprint where I did certain things like the butterflies and stuff, because whenever I was smoothing over with my hands so much, it kind of made them disappear a little bit. So if you need to do that, by all means, go ahead and just clean up the cake a little bit. Alright guys, just like that, our toilet paper cake is finished. I've never been more excited to eat toilet paper in my life. And that's really weird to say. But
na, szóval akkor itt el is köszönnék, mindjárt kilépek. Oké. Menjünk el a legvégére. Oké. Na, akkor sziasztok, én itt erről voltam. Iratkozzatok fel, lájkoljatok, és nyomjátok be a csengőt. Sziasztok!